Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. In this video, I want to show you 4 new bags from a new tactical company I'm just getting connected to. Their name is Amherst. We've got a backpack, we've got basically a crossbody bag, we've got this chest rig, and then we have a waist pack as well. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a fan of Maxpedition, VanQuest, companies that make good quality gear. And so for me, when I'm looking at gear, it may be lower cost, but I got to get something that's high quality. And so if it's low cost but not good quality, it's going to break. I'm definitely one of those buy once, cry once type of people. And so let me tell you some things I look for in gear and that I think you should look for as well when you're purchasing gear, right? So you want to look at the quality of the buckles. You want to really look at the quality of the stitching. You want to check out zippers as well. And even just looking at those basic things, beyond that, we need to think about functionality, right? Because sometimes people can build a bag that's really cool and has all kinds of bells and whistles, but then for you, you're like, I'm never going to use that. What I need is this instead. So for me, when I think about EDC gear, I want lots of organization. And so a company can make really good quality gear, but if it doesn't offer me good organization, I'm not so into it. So what I can tell you is that the stitching and the overall quality of this gear is pretty impressive. And so I want to walk through each bag here so you can get a sense of, how it might fit into your world, to your lifestyle. And I'm going to start off by talking about this chest rig. Here's our first piece of gear. This is the Elbert chest bag. So the size is going to be 15 inches by 2 inches by 10.1 inches or 38 by 5 by 27 centimeters. And these bags have become much more popular over the last probably 4 or 5 years. Hill People Gear are very well known for making good gear like this. My buddy Craig Cottle from the Nature Reliance School, highly recommend him and his education opportunities. He's a great teacher, really knows his stuff. He's always running not always, but regularly running a chest rig by Hill People Gear. And I want to show you this because I think there's a lot of functionality to it. So pretty much every piece of gear is going to come with a patch, which is cool, but let me take this off. Obviously, you can see this is all hook and loop, so you can attach it there. We do have nicely stitched molly webbing here, so you can run all kinds of gear right on the front. Also, even just putting a patch, something like maybe that's bright orange here to get some attention, could be a good use of that front section. But what I love about these is hiking, being out in the woods, search and rescue, having your gear right here and accessible is just really nice, as opposed to having to sling a backpack off and get into stuff. So right there, just having your gear up front is nice. Turning to the side here, you can see here's one of your attachment points. This is sort of a newer style of buckle, which I like. Different companies are using these. And then this is stretchy, which I think is great. Sometimes if this is just straight webbing, you put it on and you're constantly adjusting it. With the little stretch, it just works much more effectively. Obviously, you can adjust it up here to set it up however you want to set it, as far as a little bit lower, a little bit higher. I run this right across my chest. I think it's the best way to do it. We got a zipper here in front, and that's just a big open section to toss a bunch of gear. And then we'll open up this section, and you can see inside we've got some organization. So right there, you've got a holster. And again, how you're going to set this up, you can figure out how you want to do it. You can run a weapon through here and put it inside. You can also put just a mag in there if you want to do that. I'll put that in my pocket for now. Also included was this shotgun holster. Now I'm gonna have to double check to see if it's actually included with the bag. I'm pretty sure it is. Shotgun shell holster, I should say. And you could put that out front as well. But you've got some internal organization. And then you can see in here, we've got hook and loop here, so you can attach different pieces of gear to organize your gear actually down inside there. And this is a soft material as well. So if you've got something that's got a screen in there, it's not going to basically be scratching up your screen. Now, as I mentioned, I like organizing my gear. So if you're going to run this and be organized the way I would like to, I would get a bunch of these different organizational tools to put items in, right? The good thing about this is, while it may be built for like a shotgun shells, you can put pens in here, you can put a knife in here, you can put a flashlight, a small multi-tool, things like that you can keep in here. So it's organized, it's not just bouncing around. If you're a person who doesn't mind just having stuff moving around, all good. You can also get additional accessories from the company or from another company if you want to accessorize inside this chest rig. This one's listed as 1050D. I'm assuming that's 1050D Cordura YKK zippers. This is a 3-liter pack. You can get it in tan, black, and in this multi-cam as well. And it's gonna run you a little under 40 bucks. So I think these are great for a simple day hike or just out adventuring in the woods. They're recommended for running as well. You can really strap this thing down. Now, if you're running, it's gonna move a little bit. This is looser than I would want it to be if I was really moving in the woods. But right now I don't need to have it like totally cinched down on me. But I think a product like this is awesome. I've actually got another one of these I'm gonna be testing out. A similar chest rig like this. And this is kind of just a genius concept, I think, overall. Chest rigs have been used by the military, by law enforcement for a long time to keep their gear right in front. And then finally somebody was like, why don't we make one that has more pockets, not just for mags and a couple things like that. So yeah, I think this is a great product to check out. And I think this one should definitely be worth your consideration. Next up here, we have the St. Helens waist pack. So this is 15 by 3.5 by 6.3 inches or 38 by 9 by 16 centimeters. And more people seem to be carrying these less as a waist pack, but more like sort of a sling bag across their chest these days. I've got a couple from VanQuest, as I mentioned before, that I really like, but this one's gonna go into the rotation now. I have another one from Roaring Fire Gear, which I liked as well. This one's kind of in between. The VanQuest one is a little bit large, the Roaring Fire a little bit small. I would call this sort of a medium-sized one. So once again, various colors available. It does come with your patch there right on the front. You also have hook and loop, so you can attach other patches as you see fit. You got some MOLLE here on the side, so you can attach gear. Same thing on that side to attach gear. Your front pouch, open that up. No internal organization, but a pouch to maybe throw a couple basic things in. This second tier pouch has an internal pocket here. And then for me, this is like a phone pouch. That's where I would keep a phone, maybe even a wallet as well. And then you have your main section here, which instead of opening up like just straight across the top, it opens up sort of like a flap, which is nice because when you're actually carrying this, which I'll show you in a second, when you're carrying it, it doesn't feel like you're opening it up, it's just falling down. You kind of look down into it. This one has a little bit of internal organization as well, so a section back there, and then a larger open section here. It's interesting because when I carry this type of bag, it's like it's generally on a vacation or something like that with my family or my wife, and so I don't mind having something I can just toss a bunch of gear into. For example, even like a windbreaker, I can like roll it up really tight and then stuff it in here. So not having all the organizational pouches for me with this type of bag is okay. With a chest rig, with backpacks, I definitely want more organization. We also have hook and loop, not hook and loop, but bungee cord on the top. And you can cinch that down with this, and it allows you to stuff some things up top. And particularly there, I think about like an umbrella if I'm out, again, having an adventure with the family and I want to bring an umbrella. We're out, you know, not just walking in the woods, but somewhere else. This is a great place to attach that. Fully adjustable waist strap or chest strap, depending on how you're running this. You do have some MOLLE on the back, so you can attach some gear up close to your body. And then you have a zippered pouch here inside. And obviously that's internal, so you can keep things close to you like a wallet, a passport, things like that. And then if you are comfortable carrying, obviously you could put your weapon in there as well. Here's a quick look at it on my waist. In general, I wouldn't wear it on my waist. I'd wear it across my chest, but there's what it looks like when it's actually on your waist. But this is how I would wear it, kind of crossbody. This is with it in the back, and then you can swing it around and obviously carry it in the front as well. I do tend to carry mine, my camera's angled up here, but I do tend to carry mine up a little bit higher as opposed to down here. I just like, if it's down here, I find it bouncing. If it's up here and it's cinched in, it's nice and snug, and then I still have easy, quick access to whatever I want. This one also comes in this color, tan, black, and multicam as well, and just under 40 bucks for this one as well. And like I said before, good stitching, YKK zippers, good material. Yeah, I mean, like I'll give you an example right here. This stitching, if this is bad stitching, this thing is going to tear apart really easily, but it seems quite solid, and you can tell generally if there's frayed string there that, okay, yeah, they just threw it together really quickly, but this looks like it's really buttoned up nicely. And then where you have here on the back, I'll show you, when you have MOLLE, you can see that's at least double stitching. It might be triple or quadruple stitching, maybe triple stitching there, but to have extra stitching there is great because you're putting gear in and out, on and off of your bag. You want to have a good solid stitching, and these guys do. All right, next up here we have this one. This is sort of a classic for people who like EDC bags. They call this their tactical messenger bag. Right now at the time of this video, this is 20% off and it's under 50 bucks. So this is, there's a lot of different companies that make similar bags to this. So Maxpedition, VanQuest are two of the top ones out there. But this offers a lot of carrying capacity and a lot of organization inside and outside. So size-wise, we're looking at 11.8 by 7.1 by 15.4 inches. That's 30 by 18 by 39 centimeters. So this is called the Grossglockner or Grossglockner pack. It is their tactical messenger bag. Once again, hook and loop on the front with a patch, and you can put this one on or another patch if you want to do that. Right on the top here, we've got some MOLLE webbing, so you can attach gear if you want to do that. The snap right here will take you into the main section, which we'll look at in a moment. But before we do that, we do have a pocket here on the top. One big open pocket, zip that up. And then we have kind of a slim pocket right here. This is, in these types of bags, this is where I like to keep a pen and a pad so I can take it out and jot notes really quick. So there's that. Open it up, you can kind of fold this out of the way. And even before we get into the internal pocket, we have another external pocket here, which has a mesh pocket divider, I guess I would say, there in the front. So you can put some gear behind and some gear in front of that as well. Over here on the side, we've got a long pocket internal organizer there, MOLLE webbing on the outside. Again, like maybe quadruple, at least triple stitch there, which is a win. Nice solid construction. Over here on this side, you've got your water bottle holder and hook and loop to pull that up. You can put that in, tighten up as much as you want, and then this goes over top of it. And this is a huge win. A lot of bags, like EDC bags, don't have a spot for water bottles. So I think this is great that this is included in this bag. And then I'll take you into the main section here. Let me just tuck this out of the way. But a big open section inside. It's a little bit hard to see, but so you've got this collar you can pull up and then you can cinch down. Big open section inside. Let's see if you can see it on camera. We do have a mesh divider in there as well, but this is big enough to store a decently sized iPad, probably not a laptop, but books, other things that you might want to carry. Nice big chunky buckle YKK zippers on this 1050D Cordura for your materials. We do have this little section here which makes it comfortable to let it ride like this. There's a little bit of hook and loop here and also MOLLE, so you can attach some more gear there as well. Nice big shoulder pad. It is removable, padded there on the back side. You can either put it on by throwing it over your head or unclip it and then reclip it on the back. We've got some padding and nice airflow there. We've got some MOLLE webbing there, more padding here. And then this can go around your waist if you're carrying this and it's moving too much for you. You can use this to make it more secure on your body. I don't know if you guys can see the mosquitoes, but I'm getting swarmed here. Anyhow, this is one of the first like EDC type bags I ever had. I think it was a Maxpedition that I was carrying. This one's running less than 50 bucks right now. Again, my experience with this company and their gear is that the quality is quite good and the prices are quite reasonable. You're not going to pick this up for 20 bucks, but for that extra 30 bucks basically you're paying, you're getting better quality overall. Last up, we've got this one, which is the Himalayas backpack. This one is 52 liters. It's 15 by 7.9 by 20.5 inches or 38 by 20 by 52 centimeters. So this is the one I've used the most out of all the gear. And if you're building a bug out bag, an emergency bag, you want something for survival, bushcrafting. I think this has a lot of uses. It's a bit big for just like an everyday carry type backpack unless you're carrying a ton of gear. I would even use this for travel, you know, like throw your gear in here if you got to fly somewhere. They've got a couple different options. You got your tan, you got your black, and you've got your multicam option as well. So I'm gonna actually put this guy on my truck bed so I can get a better angle, and we'll go through the details on this one. All right, so once again, hook and loop up here. They do include a patch. And one of the unique things about this is it has two different sections to the bag. You've got your main section, and then you have sort of this an external section. So if you unclip this, what's cool is that this doesn't immediately just come popping off. This gives you access to put things along the side of the pack, but you've got a couple little, basically like catches here, and then this thing can pull out or be cinched in. So you could put a big piece of gear in here, you could stuff a tent up here, you could put coats, all kinds of stuff in this section, cinch it up against the back, and now you've got your gear organized, even if it's not completely inside the bag. On the outside here, hook and loop, again, nice amount of stitching on this, so you can attach gear on the outside. Pocket here to store gear inside, goes all the way down to the lower section. This is a pocket as well with a lot of organization. So zippered mesh pouch here, zippered mesh pouch on the back, and then you can hold pens, you can hold some smaller gear, and then this is a zippered pouch as well. So a lot of internal organization for this. So if you're carrying a ton of gear, it's not going all over the place. Going up to the top here, we've got a zipper across the top, and then internal organization with a split. So two pouches here inside there with mesh, and then zipper this one up, and we'll go to the side. So I actually took this out on a little expedition with my family, and I brought some extra bags in case we had garbage. So that's what's down in here now, just some like grocery store bags. But you can see nice deep pocket. It's got two internal, three internal sections. So you can store gear there. You can also keep a water bottle in the side, and it's the same on the other side as well. I wanted to take the camera off the tripod so you can look down in here. As you can see, very deep and a lot of organization. Again, mesh here and a zipper, mesh here and another zipper. So internal organization there. There you're looking down into the bag. Got a slot down the side where you can store gear, a slot down the side where you can store gear there. You've got loops here so you can attach your hydration system, which will, let me find the hole here. There's the hole up there to run your tube out of. On the back, you've got a pocket here and then a mesh pocket here. And then there's hook and loop way down here at the bottom, so you can attach something up against that if you need to do so. Grab handle up top here, and then let's spin this around. I just want to show you the padding on this thing as well. So there are your straps, nicely contoured. You've got a bunch of webbing so you can attach gear. You got some D-rings, sternum strap. You've got a waist strap as well, and then some really nice padding. That is something I noted as soon as I put it on. Just very comfortable to carry this thing. Now, additionally, there's another internal pocket that goes all the way down to the bottom, so you can store something right against your back. For me, that's going to be less when I'm actually hiking with this thing or carrying this thing, but more if I'm using it and I want to store something deep inside, or maybe I'm traveling and I'm not going to be hiking for a long time. I don't mind something up there against my back, but in general, most people look at that as like a laptop sleeve. So at the time of this video, that bag, the Himalayas bag, is running $119, and I've got links down below to all their gear. You can also go over to Amazon to check it out. And I'm working on discount codes, so check the links down below to see if we have a discount for you, for Everyday Tactical Vids viewers. Yeah, I'm always looking for new gear, something outside the box. I like the companies that I've worked with for a long time. Like I've said, Vanquist, Maxpedition, some others that I've used their gear and I'm consistently impressed by it. And I'm also looking for people who are new and different. So when these guys reached out to me, I wanted to check it out. So far, I'm liking what they have. My two favorite items are the chest rig and this backpack. They just kind of fit into my applications the best. But let's hear your thoughts. What feedback would you offer for these bags? Other companies that you like, maybe companies you want me to check out and let you know about if you've got questions about them. Thanks for tuning into this video. We got some more videos right here for you to check out. Thanks for being part of the Everyday Tactical Vids community. Take care.